Supporting our innovative product line at Prebio Fibres UK Ltd is a board of specialist advisors who are leaders in their respective fields. Professor Neil Gittos, Professor of Endocrinology, Chair of the Royal Osteoporosis Society.
Yeah, I think we're very much in the foothills of knowledge around the gut microbiome and its central importance to delivery of health. And I think the timing is such that with medicine moving away from treating ailments and maintaining good health, and I think our understanding of the gut microbiome and the way that we can manipulate it means that we're at a critical point in time. And in my particular area of endocrinology and metabolic bone disease, we emphasize a lot about the importance on diet and calcium and vitamin D. But of course that nuanced approach around the gut microbiome being on side to promote the essence of good bone health around those minerals being absorbed, etc., to reduce inflammatory processes. So I think there's a huge amount that we can do, both in a disease state, but importantly as well from a population health point of view. So if there were a way of us introducing factors that can positively affect the gut microbiome, then I'd like to think that on a population level we can improve health, including bone health as well, to reduce the risk of fractures, for instance.
Dr. Jethro Johnson, Deputy Director of the Kennedy Institute at Oxford University.
I think that what's really interesting at the moment is just the sheer number of different fields in which the gut is finding relevance, be that metabolic disease, immune-related diseases, brain health, and all of these areas suddenly discovering that gut is instrumental, and I think that that's creating a whole new paradigm for researchers, but it's also increasing public awareness of the gut and making people more responsible for their own gut health, which I think is fascinating. So it's very translational in that respect. Beyond that, I actually quite like the idea that there's an emerging biotech sector. You know, understanding and exploiting gut health is now a biotech sector of its own, and it's really exciting to be involved in the UK in an organisation that's actually, you know, looking to make inroads into that sector, but also do it in a way that's informed and also responsible.
Professor Adrian Williams, Professor of Neurology and an advisor to the British Government and Department of Health.
I've been interested in the gut-brain axis for longer than most neurologists, at least, because of a condition called pellagra, which was a nutritional disorder, but it caused profound brain disease and profound gut disease and a few other things as well. So I've always thought that the microbiotica in the gut could be important to brain disease and dementia, and therefore all of this makes a certain amount of sense to me, particularly for people who are not on a very good diet, which is actually most of us.
Ruth Lemiek, a specialist in corporate governance and algorithmic assessment of clinical risk. Dr. Joseph Blaney, based in Oslo currently, an expert on molecular enhancement.
Prebiotics are basically fuel for the beneficial bacteria in our digestive system. Whereas you have probiotics, which are live bacteria, prebiotics are basically specific types of fibre that our bodies can't digest, but which specific bacteria living in our guts really thrive on. So this means that by having the right complement of prebiotics in your diet, you can help really kind of craft your microbiome to become more diverse, more balanced, and more resilient. And this kind of balance and resilience in the microbiome is really, really crucial to long-term health, because the microbiome has such vast and varied effects throughout all bodily systems. Now, the reason prebiotics are so important is that they don't just influence and impact digestion, but actually by kind of nurturing and encouraging specific types of bacteria to thrive in the gut, they can encourage the production of specific compounds that have many effects, from improving immune responses to reducing inflammation, positive mental health outcomes, and there are even studies which are linking prebiotics to better management of mood disorders, cognitive decline, and complete different branches of biology, for example, links between prebiotics and positive athletic performance.
Mr. Peter Smith, an expert on setting up successful corporate entities globally. Their national and international reputations lend authority and credibility to our mission, ensuring that our products are not only effective, but also scientifically sound.